Shivoham, Shivoham. 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 Shivoham, Shivoham.
Namaste. Welcome to Kaivalya Yoga Gurukulam for another yoga class. Let's begin with the 3 Oms for the Omkara Kriya. Before we begin the Kriyas and learn the asanas, as always, I hope you have taken permission and advice from your medical practitioner. If you need to, please do so. If you have any doubts regarding your physical condition, health condition, and your ability to do the asanas. Number 1. Number 2 is please take responsibility of your practice. Always be aware that I cannot see you. You can see me, but I cannot see you. I have no idea of your age or physical fitness or your ability. Step outside the comfort zone slightly, but don't overdo it, overstretch it, because any little stretch in the ligament or something will set you back weeks, so don't do that. Take it easy. Learn it at your own pace. These classes are very slow paced, and we're going to learn it slowly. There's no hurry. We're not getting anywhere. We don't need to go anywhere in yoga. Every session is complete in itself. Don't try to do the session thinking you have to get somewhere. Every session is complete in itself. Having said that, let's begin the 4 Kriyas. Beginning with the Omkara Kriya. If this is your first class, please go to my previous classes, or there is a playlist on Yogic Kriyas which explain more of this in detail. So we're going to breathe out, and a lot of air escapes our mouth as we chant the Om, leaning forward, crushing the lungs. Let's begin. You can sit on a chair and do this, or on a bolster, or on the floor. Take a deep breath. Breathe in and come out. Once again. Breathe in and come up. Once again. Breathe in and come up. Close your eyes. Sit up tall and straight. Observe changes, if any. Begin the process of listening. Listening to your body. And know that the next 55 minutes or so we'll be mindful in our practice. Tuning into our body, tuning into the breath. So the mind stays within the four corners of the yoga mat. All right, open your eyes. Kaka Shuddhi Pranayama. Mouth spouted like a beak of a crow. This time a powerful exhalation. You're going to cough the breath out and continue the breath exhalation till you can breathe no more. Then you breathe in and come up. And if you can, go right into the next one. Do this at your own pace. You don't have to keep it as long as I do. Some of you may be even longer than I do. So at your own pace, exhale fully, breathe in and come up, and again try and exhale in the very next breath. If you find that too much, then take a couple of breaths, rest, and then do. Be doing it 5 times. Do as many as you can. Again, listen to your body. If you feel your head bursting or too hot for the head, just relax and be calm. Because it's a powerful exhalation. You're emptying the lungs, completely detoxifying the body. Hands on your knees. Again, you're going to bend forward. This time, lean and crush your lungs. Take a deep breath and let's go. Breathe in and come up. And go. Breathe in and come up. And go. Breathe in and come up. I have 2 more. Breathe in and come up. 1 more. Breathe in and come. Once you're done, you close your eyes again. Take a few moments. Let the body recoup itself. Listen to your body. Feel your body. Observe your body. Feel the temperature of the breath, if there is change, if any. Feel the surface of your skin. All right, open your eyes. So generally after each Kriya, you just close your eyes. You measure the breath going in and coming out. Is it warm? Is it cold? How is it? How do I feel the surface of the skin when the air touches, So just begin to observe very minute changes if you notice any. Just make an observation, that's all. The next one is the Agni Kriya. You're going to breathe out, pull your stomach in, flap the stomach in and out. Again, 5 times, do as many as you can. At your own pace, go ahead and do it. I'm going to breathe out. I'm going to breathe in as you breathe out. Breathe in as you breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. I have one more to go. Breathe out. Breathe in and come up. Again, close your eyes. Observe, did it help in generating some warmth inside the body? All right, open your eyes. Excellent. So if you don't feel warm at the end of this exercise, that's okay. Slowly with practice, as you're able to, your stomach muscles become more flexible. As you're able to move it, flap it. Your stomach muscle should go like this, loose, very loose. It should just fall and pull, fall and pull, fall and pull. So there's no force, just simply you're moving it up and down, holding the breath out. So when you're able to do that, then at the end of 4 or 5 rounds, you'll feel really nice and warm from the inside. These are the really good ways to warm up your body before advanced practices in yoga. Okay, having said that, let's slowly begin asana practice. Now before that, close one of your nostrils. I do this in the other class as well for the intermediate level, and I think I've already introduced this. So we're going to check, become aware slowly which of our nostrils are more active. So you close the left nostril, for example. Breathe in and out through the right. See how do you feel. Make a note of it, right? Then you switch and breathe through the left nostril. Through the Ida Nadi, Pingala Nadi. So you'll notice one of the nostrils is very easy to breathe. The other one is slightly, you'll hear a hissing sound because there's a slight kind of blockage. Just keep trying that. Become more fine-tuned. You won't get it right away, but if you just fine-tune a little bit, you'll understand that one of your nostrils is very easy. Try 2-3 times, switch, compare, and then you'll say, aha, and now I get it, okay? So it's not very difficult. Now, if your right nostril is active, then know that your body is ready for exercise. It doesn't make exercise easier. It's not going to let the pain and all go away, so don't. But it just shows that your body is ready for exercise and you can afford to push yourself without any fear. If the moon is active, the left side is active, it doesn't mean you shouldn't do exercise. It just means you have to be very careful and take it very easy. Okay? Just keep it in mind. That's all. This is just building awareness of the breath and its connection with physical activities. Later, in the Kaivalya Marga classes and all, when we study Swara Sadhana and we study a text called Swarodhaya and all of that, we'll understand the implications of these breaths and how important it is to understand before doing any practice, especially yoga practice. Also, we'll begin with Uddiyana Bandha, the Lagu Uddiyana. Lagu means simple. Uddiyana is slightly pulling your stomach in. Okay? So, in most of the asanas, whenever you're doing asanas, most of them, unless I specifically say, and in our case right now in the beginning stages, in almost all these asanas, we hold our stomach in and we breathe in and out through the chest. Okay, you don't let the stomach go in and out. Okay, stomach is slightly pulled in. So take your left hand, place it on your stomach, sit up tall and straight. Now, ensure that there is very light movement. You can't completely stop this movement. Very light movement here. But maximum movement, 90-95% of the movement in your chest should be in your chest region. Stomach slightly moves in, comes out. When you breathe out, of course, it will go in, and that's good. Then hold it there. So let's try that. Hold your stomach in. Breathe in. Use your chest to breathe in. And as you breathe out, pull your stomach in. Hold it there. Not too much, just slightly. Then breathe in and out with your stomach held in. Okay, this part stays steady. Try to keep it steady. At first, it seems uncomfortable. Okay, a lot of discomfort is caused with the shoulders tighten, the back behind the shoulder blades get tight. You will get used to it. In other words, you will start getting relaxed as you understand this technique. It takes weeks, if not at least a couple of months or more, for this technique to really begin to settle in. And then with every practice and every pose, when you try to do it, it's a learning. But in that learning itself lies the benefit. When you do this, it's really, it activates the prana, pulls the prana from down upwards. So prana, apana, samayuktaha is when you eat. And then when prana and apana begin to combine here in the fire and moves upwards, then you begin to activate the central nadi, which is Shushumna nadi. That is why we need to hold this and breathe. We'll understand all of this slowly as we go along. But just begin these practices so that later on you don't have to worry about remembering to keep the stomach in, because that will become natural part of your practice. Okay? Like I said, I'm teaching this from a very traditional point of view. And actually, I'm not being traditional, because traditional point of view would mean we would just sit and do this breathing for about 45 minutes till it really gets set. So we can't, I don't know. I find that's not an exciting way to teach, or you won't find it that exciting. But keep that in mind. And even if you don't do yoga, after the kriyas, sit for a few minutes in the morning, put your stomach in and pull your stomach in and breathe in and out through the chest. Perform the Lagu Uddiyana. Okay? And before meditation, you can do that. But this is not something you should do every day and throughout the day. You don't have to do all of that. Only before meditation, before yoga, all of that. When you want the consciousness to begin to move up and you want to become very mindful. Okay? That is when you do this. All right. Let's get up on our feet. We begin with neck exercises. Drop your neck back and forth, loose and relaxed, up and down, slow, loose and relaxed, up and down. You can always support your neck with your hands, up, down, loose and relaxed, up, down, one more, up and down. Stand tall and straight. This time I'm going to turn my neck and only my neck. I'm not going to let my shoulders follow, okay? So I'm going to turn my neck to the left. Turn your neck to the left. Make sure the shoulder doesn't turn. It's not a spinal twist. Only the neck. Squeeze the neck on the left side. Breathe in and out. This is a good time to keep your stomach pulled in as you do this. And come back. Excellent. The other side. Turn your neck to the right. Breathe in and out. Stomach pulled in. Squeeze the neck, keep your eyes open, look as far back as you can. And come back. Excellent. Neck rotations, 1, 2, again, loose and relax. You can always take support of your neck if you feel you don't feel safe, do this. 3, 4, and 5. Also, you can keep your eyes open if you feel dizzy. 1, loose and relaxed. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. Interlock your fingers. We have done all of these exercises the last few weeks. Elbows forward. Shoulders should be relaxed. Don't raise your shoulders up like this. Okay? Keep it relaxed. Press your chin down. Drive it into the chest. So you stretch the back of your neck. Breathe in and out. Again, keep your stomach pulled in. Use your chest to breathe. Come up gently to the right side of the chest. Dig your chin almost into the armpit. It's like this. So you stretch the right side of the neck. Come up and to the left side. Excellent. Fingertips on your shoulders. Elbows forward. Raise your elbows straight up. Make sure they're pointing straight up. Scrape the wall behind. Come back. Go straight up. Almost like your biceps should rub against your ears. Don't spread your hands off here itself. See, if you do this, this doesn't become as effective as taking it straight up. So let's go up and back. 2, up and back. 3, up and back. 4, up and back. That's 5. Let's go backwards from here. Down. all the way up, and then come back. 2, all the way up, and then come down. 3, all the way up, come down. Fingertips are all on your shoulders as you do this. 4, come down. And 5, come down. Okay, shake your hands a little bit. Full arm rotations. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. At the back of your hand, interlock your fingers. Now join your palms if required. And begin from here. Begin to straighten. Straighten. Straighten your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Try and see if you can join your palms together at the back. Raise your hands up. Stand up tall and straight. Breathe in and out. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Simple exercise. It just opens up the collarbones, squeezes the shoulder blades. All the cervical issues are all straightened out. The spine gets toned. Okay? All right? Interlock your fingers. Or we do the arm swings. Feet apart, arm swing, side to side. 1. 1. Loose and relax. 2. 2. Watch my feet. 3. 3. Very good. 4. 4. 5. And 5. All right. Interlock your fingers. Rotate your wrists clockwise, counterclockwise, up and down, loose and relaxed. Hold your wrist, right wrist, shake it loose. Shake it loose. Close tight into a fist and stretch fully. That's 1. Close tight. Stretch fully. That's 2. Close tight. Stretch fully. That's 3. Close tight. Stretch fully. That's 4. Close tight into a fist. Stretch fully. That's 5. Be aware of your fingers. The other wrist, your left wrist, shake it loose. Shake it loose. Hold your wrist so you don't hurt yourself. Close tight into a fist and stretch fully. 1. Close. Stretch out fully. That's 2. Close tight. Stretch fully. 3. Close. Stretch. That's 4. Close. Stretch. That's 5. Squeeze your palms. Squeeze your palms. Massage them. Show them some love. See, I keep repeating this, but it's important to understand fingers are connected to the wind element. Wind is connected to the breath. Breath is connected to mind. So these fingers are so important that when you massage the fingers, hold the hand, it has an impact on the mind. That's why these mudras like Namaskar helps the mind adopt that attitude, because the fingers directly connect to the breath. The breath connects to the mind. Isn't it fascinating? That's why when you want to show your love to somebody, you hold their hands. You say, I am there for you, holding your hand. A guru blesses with the hands. So hands and fingers, these are so important indications of your mind. So treat them with reverence. Make them do stuff that your mind truly believes in. And then your mind develops that attitude. Okay? All right. Hands on your feet. Hip rotations, loose and relaxed. Keep your knees slightly bent. Otherwise, it might be a little too much on the back. Slightly, not so much. See, I'm not bending like this. Just a slight bend. A little flex on the knees is important. Push your hip forward, sideways in different directions. As simple as that. Let's go the other way. 1, 2, loose and relaxed. 3, just enjoy these things. You can't go wrong in this. And 5. All right. Feet together. For those of you who cannot keep your feet together, you can keep it slightly apart, but most of us should be able to do this. Feet together, hands on your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades in. Don't let your arms be spread out. Bend your knees. Drive your hip forward and look straight. Don't look up at the ceiling. Look down. Keep your chin down. Look straight ahead, not up. Breathe in and out. Straighten your knees. Feel the pressure on your lower back. Hold that. Keep breathing in and out. Try to take deep breaths in and out as you hold this pose. Your lower back muscles are getting toned, but your hands are supporting them, so they are safe. Breathe there, stay there. And then bend your knees slightly. Come forward. Bend your knees nicely now. Fold forward. And fold forward down as much as you can. Drop your hands down. Drop your neck down. Breathe in and out. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Loose and relaxed. Loose and relaxed. As much as you can. Don't look at me. For me, this is a very simple, easy stretch. So depending on your flexibility, some of you may just be here, and that's okay. Just stretch. Now, bend your knees again. Hands on your knees. Look up first so the blood flow comes down to your face. And then come up. Let's try this one more time. Support your back. Bring your elbows in. Squeeze the shoulder blades, as it were. Bend your knees. Keep your chin down. Drive your hip forward. Straighten your hips. Straighten your knees, rather. Drive your hips forward. Chin down. Breathe in and out. Few deep breaths. Repeating exactly the same exercise. Don't look up. Look straight. Because that becomes too intense on the back. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Hold the pose, but don't hold the breath. Breathe. Excellent. Bend your knee slightly. Come up. All right. One more forward fold. So bend your knees. If your back is stiff, just with your fingertips, rub your lower back. Loosen those muscles on the back as you're slowly bending forward. Knees slightly bent. Drop your hands down and then begin to straighten the knees. Drop your head down. Stay here. Feel the stretch in your hamstring. Let the blood flow into your face, into your brain, rejuvenating all the facial muscles, tissues, as you feel a stretch in your hamstrings. All right. Bend your knees, hands on your knees. Look up first. Let the blood flow down from your face. And then come up. So you don't feel giddy. Okay? All right. Thigh exercises. So again, we go and grab a chair. If you have one, always have one next to you. If you need a belt, you're going to put the belt across your feet like this. And you're going to pull your feet towards the glutes. Okay? So if you have that, keep that with you. Otherwise, for those of us who don't need it or just need the chair, use a chair. Hold on to your ankle. Again, watch my knees. They don't spread out. Keep it close. Stand up tall and straight. If you can balance, hold your ankle with both your hands. Raise the knee back. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Hold the position. Feel the stretch in your thigh all the way down to your knees. And come back. Let's try the other side. The same way. Use a belt. Use a chair for balance. Grab the ankle. Drive the heel into the glutes. Raise the knee back. Keep your knees together. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Feel the stretch all the way down to your knees. And come back. Excellent. Knee exercises. So once again, with a chair next to you, raise your left leg up. Place one hand under your thigh, one hand on the chair if you need balance, because we're going to exercise the knees. Okay? This is not a balancing exercise, so don't worry about this. You can hold on. For those of you who want to, interlock your fingers under their thigh and try this. Knee back and forth, loose and relaxed. Sideways. Circles, 3, 4, 5. The other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ankle rotations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other way, 1, 2, 3. Very good. 4 and 5. Hold your ankles, your toes, and stretch. And come back. Let's try the other leg. Back and forth, loose and relaxed. Sideways. Circles, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ankle rotations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your ankle, toes, stretch your feet. Stretch, feel the stretch. And come back. That's it. Let the chair be next to you. We'll try some tree pose. So Let's stand in Tadasana. Feet hip width apart. We have done this in the previous classes, so I won't take too much time explaining this. Let's go straight into Tadasana. Feet hip width apart. Look at your feet. Make sure they are parallel, not standing out like this. Parallel. Okay. Hands by the side, shoulders relaxed. Now take your left hand, place it behind or your back, your right hand front, and thrust your hips slightly forward like this. Knees very slightly bent. Little flex in the knee should be there. Thrust your hip forward, stand straight. Close your eyes, shift your awareness down to the bottom of your feet. Your thighs become tight, and that's okay. Thighs take the weight in the body. Your back is free from stress. Stomach is pulled in, Uddiyana, Lagu Uddiyana. Breathe in and out through the chest. Shift your body weight equally on both your feet. Feel your connection to the earth. Be the mountain, still yet alive. Gentle, long breaths. With your stomach slightly pulled in, hips slightly thrust forward. All right, take a deep breath. Open your eyes. See, a lot of things are happening in Tadasana. Feet are parallel, hips are thrust forward, stomach pulled in, shoulders relaxed. And then once you get all of this, then you begin to focus on the bottom of your feet. Feel your connection to the earth. And with every inhalation, you begin to pull the prana into the body. With every exhalation, you release it back to the earth. So you generate a cycle of energy. Feel it flowing from the earth. The earth stores a lot of prana. And when you breathe in, you imbibe that prana from the earth and let it out. All this will come with practice. All right? It's like driving. A lot of things at first is thrown at you and you're like, oh gosh, I can't do this. It's just way too much. But that's why I keep saying we learn it at a slow pace, but get the foundations. If you get your foundations correct, then getting into asanas, bringing a lot of asanas in, very easy. Okay? Lagu Uddiyana is so important. So very important. All right. The tree pose. Again, use a chair for help. Okay? Especially if you're elderly, if you're not sure, I don't want you to fall. Okay? So be careful. Face a chair and take this position. This helps. Right? So, lean on your left. Raise your right leg up as high as you can. If you can go only up till here, that's fine. Heel should be below the knees or above the knees, not on your knees. Wherever you can. I can go all the way up, so I'm going to drive it all the way up. Drive your heel into the thigh so it doesn't slip. Okay, so don't blame your shorts or your pants or your pajama. It is because we are not able to push our feet this way in. This way, the pressure has to be in like this. So use your ankle. Watch my toes. They are not putting pressure. Only my heel is driving into the thigh. Open up the hip. See my toe? You can see my toe moving there. See? So the toe is not pressing. It is the heel that is driving. It also helps you in balance. Open up the hip. Always keep something handy so you don't fall, right? It gives you a sense of confidence initially. Don't close your eyes. Keep your eyes open. That helps in balance. Hip, again. Before you go into the balance, watch my hip movement. See this. If I do this tree pose and my hip is stuck out, it doesn't make sense. This is where I want it to be. Okay? So hip thrust forward. All right. Once you get that in position, join your palms in front of your chest if you can. Otherwise, just keep your hand here and try and balance like this. Because your hand should be close to the chair so it doesn't fall. From here, it's a long way down. You might fall by then. Be careful. Don't fall. Open up the hip. For those of you who are confident who want to try, breathe in and out. Drive the heel into the thigh. Don't forget this pressure. Thrust your hips forward. Stomach pulled in. Breathe in and out. Now become the tree. Rather be the tree. Feel your connection to the earth. Your leg on the floor, your foot on the floor represents the roots. Dig into the ground. Use every toe there to help you balance. Let all those little muscles work. All right, breathe in. As you breathe out, come back into Tadasana. Let's try the other side. Lean on your right foot. Raise your left leg up, again as high as you can. Below or above the knee, don't press the knee sideways. Drive your heel into the thigh. Again, toes are relaxed. In other words, you don't have to worry about the toes. When I say pressure, heel should drive in. Heel should drive in, okay? As wherever you are, drive. That will help you put pressure sideways. Open up the hip. Again, watch the hip. Thrust your hip forward. Make sure that curvature is gone. Join your palms together. Breathe in and out. Knees always slightly. There is a flex in the knee, see? There is a flex in the knee. Breathe in and out. Stomach pulled in. Breathe in and out. Expand like a tree. This time, try and see if you can raise and spread your arms out like a tree. Get you a sense of balance. Breathe. Let the muscles in that foot down there work. Use all the toes. Grab the ground. As you practice this pose, you can keep your hands down like this, also close to the chair if required, right? And then once you're done, slowly come back into Tadasana. Wonderful. Let's put this chair aside for now. Feet slightly apart. We'll do what is called Ardha Chakrasana, a new exercise I want to introduce today. Try and practice this one more day before we meet next Tuesday, that would be. So you have another 4 days. So take one more day to practice whatever you remember from a class. Don't worry about it. Or you can just read on this class and go along with it. So feet hip width apart. Now this time, keep your feet a little more than hip width apart. Watch what I did. I didn't go all like this. This is hip width apart, right? Now I'm going a little further, a little bit, just for balance sake, okay? So this is Ardha Chakrasana. It's a wheel and we are doing half wheel. This really helps in stretching your lower back and your entire side. So this is how it is done. First watch. My left hand is on the side. I'm going to breathe and raise my right hand up. And then as I breathe out. With exhalation, I'm going to keep my stomach in and I'm going to come like this to the side. Now watch what I do from here, side. I just stay here. I keep going as much as I can. The things you have to notice is my hip doesn't move off to one side like this. I'm not pushing this hip out. I'm trying to keep this straight and only go sideways. Number one. Number two, I'm not leaning forward. I'm not doing this. I want to be like this, not like this. Okay, it's very important. You notice that I do this and not this, okay? And then we're going to hold this pose for a while, breathing in and out with your stomach in. And then we're going to breathe in and come up and bring your hands down. Follow my instructions and you'll get it. We'll do it together. All right, feet are slightly apart, but they are in Tadasana position. Feet are pointing straight ahead. Left hand down. Breathe in, raise your right hand up. Breathe and raise your right hand up. And as you breathe out, begin to stretch sideways. Your right hand is straight. Don't drop it down like this. Keep it straight. Bend sideways. Don't turn down or don't turn and look up. Straight. You're looking straight into the TV or the iPad that you're watching. Straight. Okay, now make sure your hip is not pushed out like this. Don't push your hip out. So push it out and make sure you're not doing that. Bring it back. Stay there. Breathe in and out. Stomach pulled in. See, it's not that easy, right? And then breathe in and come up. And come back. So when I'm explaining in the pose, I'm aware that you're holding the pose. I'm just keeping you occupied there, okay? But if you find it too much, just come off the pose. Don't wait for me to tell you. Listen to your body and come off the pose. Like I said, because I don't get to see you, I don't get that feedback. So otherwise, I am conscious when I'm speaking, when holding you in the pose, I keep explaining and talking. I'm very conscious you are in the pose. That's why I'm also doing the pose with you all. Okay, the other side. Right hand down. Breathe and raise your left hand up. Stomach pulled in. As you breathe out, again, sideways, sideways. Don't push your hip out. Just come sideways. Feel the stretch all along the side. Right from the base of your hip, all the way. Hands straight, stretched out. Breathe in and out. Stomach, keep your stomach pulled in. Keep your eyes open. Breathe in and out. Make sure you're not turning down, because this is a tendency that will happen. Okay? You're going to crush this side. You'll feel all this extra fat in your body here. As you squeeze it in, breathe. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. All right? Breathe in. Come up. As you breathe out, come down. And breathe in and out. Whenever you're bending forward, okay, so another fundamental rule you remember before we go into Shavasana, whenever you're bending forward, whenever you're bending sideways, in other words, whenever the lungs are getting crushed, what do? You breathe out. Common sense. So I'm going to go like this. This lung is getting crushed. This lung is expanding. That is fine. But this is getting crushed. So I breathe in first, expand the lung. And as I breathe out, I'm crushing. I breathe out. Then in the pose, I breathe in and out. Then again, I'm going to expand. So I breathe and come up. So when you're coming out of a forward bend, you breathe in. When you're coming out of a side bend, you breathe in. When you're going into the side stretch, side bend like this, or a forward, it's actually a forward stretch, but let's call it forward bend now. So forward bending pose, forward folding pose, side bending pose. When you're going into a pose, you breathe out. Why? Because you're crushing the lungs. When you're coming out of the pose, you breathe in. In the pose, you breathe in and out. So understand this fundamental principle. We'll begin to apply this anytime and everywhere we do these standing exercises. We'll be doing a lot of them because one of the fundamental things in yoga practice, in Hatha yoga practice, is the hip region. The hamstrings, the hip region. Apart from health and all of that is given, right? Because of lower back issues and all of that. And we rarely exercise this part. All that is taken. But more importantly, the earth and the water element are here. The earth element. The earth element is where we have become very conditioned in our mindset. We begin to believe certain things very strongly. Okay, things like spirit and all of these things, I don't know what that is. This is too abstract. Let's be practical. Let's be real, we say. Because our reality is now grounded here. So in earth element is formed at solid. And so we are unable to break free from the earth and water. So what happened when we open this hip element, we make it more flexible. The earth and the water element in the body becomes mixed. So the earth, instead of becoming strong, it slowly becomes a paste. In other words, then you can mold your unconditioned, your deep conditioned mind. You can mold it to the way you want your mind to work. Okay? So it's very important for us to understand why we are doing these kind of poses. So all of these beginning poses helps break those flexibility. So bear with that. Remember this pain in the body and the pain that you feel, or the discomfort rather, not pain, discomfort that you feel is all how the earth is holding us back. And so the more we begin to loosen them, the more our mind will automatically become free. Automatically you will have better meditations and a better stress level and all of that. All of that is stored in the hip region, lower back region. Okay. So this is actually an intense exercise. So I'd suggest that you practice at least these exercises, Tadasana, Vrikshasana, and Ardha Chakrasana. Practice these three poses before meet again in the next class. So we will go through these a little more faster and add one more pose. So slowly we'll begin to add more and more poses. Especially the warm-up routines, we'll just go one after the other and try and complete all of the warm-up routines and kriyas in the first 10 minutes of the class. Excellent. All right, it's 7:40. It's time for Shavasana. Shavasana is where yoga actually begins. So gently sit, lie down on the floor. You can always place a bolster or anything under your knee so that your lower back gets fully rested. If you're not bought a bolster yet, please, I suggest that you buy one. We're going to use it as we go along. Feet apart, hands on either side, palms facing down or up, doesn't matter. Take a deep breath. And as you breathe out, close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, Allow your knees to collapse into the ground. Shavasana resembles a corpse. Asana means pose, Shava means corpse. So allow your body to become the corpse. It is okay, there is nothing negative about it, there is nothing to be afraid about it. But in the pose you practice Yoga Nidra, training your body to go into a state of deep rest while the mind is alive, watching the experience. Shift your awareness to your thighs. Relax the muscles of your thighs. Shift your awareness to your pelvic region, your glutes resting on the floor, your waist, your hips. Let your entire pelvis sink into the ground. From the waist and below, right up to the toes of your feet, your body is loose, limp and relaxed. Begin to surrender your body to Mother Earth. Feel your connection between the body and the earth. Even if you are doing this in an apartment which is 20 stories high from the ground, that building is connected to the earth. Feel that connection. Feel the connection. As long as you have gravity that keeps you rooted down to your floor, know that that gravity is from the earth. Allow Mother Earth to embrace you with her energy of gravity. Yield, surrender to this energy. But don't drift into sleep. Watch. Be a witness. A simple observer. No expectations. Simply let go and watch. Shift your awareness to your lower back muscles. Relax your lower back muscles. For a few moments, focus your attention on the base of the spine and allow the earth's gravity to gently absorb all the deeply held memories, impulses, as we call vasanas. Let them all be absorbed by the Mother Earth. Lighten the load on your mind. Shift your awareness above the lower back to the middle back. Feel your torso resting on the floor, the large portion of your back behind your chest. Once again, surrender your torso to Mother Earth. Feel gravity pulling your torso down. Go with the flow. Feel the weight of the body as it begins to sink into the ground. Don't resist, just watch. Shift your awareness to your shoulders. Relax the muscles of your shoulders. Let your awareness flow into both your arms, right arm and the left arm. Biceps, triceps, forearms, wrists, palms and fingers. Move your fingers. See how easily they move because they represent the wind element. Relax your fingers. Let go of your fingers. The most difficult part of the body to relax in Shavasana are your fingers. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. So just let go. Let go. Allow your arms to become heavier and heavier and heavier. Surrender. Shift your awareness to your abdominal muscles. Observe your stomach muscles gently rise and fall as you breathe in and out. Here you don't worry about Laghu Uddiyana, just let go. Take your awareness within. Allow the vital organs to slow down. Stomach to the left, liver to the right, spleen, pancreas in the middle, kidneys deep inside. Listen to your body. Talk to your body. Engage your body in this mindful conversation in silence. Stay alert, mentally watching while the body is completely relaxed. This is your temple. You are the deity in this temple. You are the chief priest of this temple. If this is your ship, you are the captain. Only you can do this. And when you give this mindful attention to your body and surrender these cells, the atoms and molecules of your body to the earth, the innate wisdom hidden in every cell, every molecule comes to surface. That intelligence merges with the cosmic intelligence. And it begins to regroup, bringing balance, health and vitality back into your body. Allow that to happen. Watch it happening. This is a blessing of Mother Earth. Allow the body to heal by letting go. Shift your awareness to your chest. Relax the muscles of your chest. Relax the muscles of your chest. Take your awareness within. Allow your heart rate to fall, your pulse rate to drop, your blood pressure to go down. Allow your body to slip into yet another deep state of rest. Feel the weight of the body as it sinks down, going down into the earth. Feel your mind becoming light as it rises, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Observe these two energies, one going down and the other rising. Relax the muscles of your neck. Let your awareness flow into your face, the most familiar part of your body. Relax every single muscle in your face. Lower jaw, upper jaw, lips gently closed, the tongue within relaxed, the mouth relaxed. Your cheeks are relaxed, nose is relaxed, ears are relaxed. Eyelids are gently closed, eyeballs are relaxed, eyebrows are relaxed. Your forehead, seat of all your thoughts and stress, relax your forehead. Allow your face to become the very picture of serenity and calmness. Let every pore in your skin begin to reflect the spirit within. Let the light of the spirit within shine through the pores of your skin, through your eyes, through all your senses. From the top of the head to the tips of your toes, your body is deeply relaxed. Your breathing is calm and subtle, rhythmic, regular. Your mind is quiet, almost still. This is inner harmony. The harmony between your breath, the rhythm of your breath, the rhythm of your pulse, and the rhythm of your thoughts. Soak yourself in this harmony. There is no place to go, no one to become. Just be. Get in touch with your deeper inner self in the inner sanctuary of this peace and stillness that you have established. And as you soak yourself in this peace, in this energy of the Spirit, allow the rhythms of your pulse, your breath, your thought to go beyond the limitations of your body. Allow these rhythms to merge with the rhythms of the universe. Expand the horizons of your consciousness. Know that your body is connected to the earth. The liquids in your body is connected to the water element. The heat and warmth in your body derives its source from the fire and the sun. The breath in your body interacts constantly with the wind outside. And your ability to hear and speak reflects the fact that you are in space. As you expand your consciousness, begin to include everyone, everything, because they are all manifestations of these same 5 elements. Experience a sense of deep connection with the earth, with the oceans and the rivers. See them as extensions of you. The breeze, the sun, space. That is your true home. You are never limited to your body. The real you is non-local. It is in you, inside the body and outside. And in that understanding of interconnectedness and oneness, experience the one divine energy, love. Not as an emotion, but as a divine energy. Love. Gently bring awareness back into your body. Slowly move your fingers, move your toes. Raise your hands over your head, interlock your fingers and stretch. Turn to one side and stretch, a lazy stretch. To the other side and stretch. Come back Rub the palms of your hand, rub your palms together. Cover your eyes, feel the warmth of the palms on your eyes. Slowly open your eyes. Turn to one side, get up gently, feeling fresh and relaxed. Grab a rolled up towel or a block, sit on it as we end this class, or bring this class to an end. Gently sit straight with the neck slightly tilted forward. If you want to drop your head all the way down, that's fine. Just keep your spine straight. Close your eyes for a few moments. And just like we did in the beginning of the class, observe. Let us all fill our hearts with deep sense of gratitude that the universe allowed us to explore the horizons of our consciousness, the boundaries of our consciousness. Gently raise your head up, open your eyes. It is always a great honor to teach yoga. Thank you for being in this class. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to teach. Thank you for being a companion in this journey. Until we meet again, have a wonderful time. Take care, be safe. And if you do practice, please play the tape again so you always have something to guide you. Let us bring this class to an end with 1 Om and 3 Shantis. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.